Hello, this is Lindell. It is a very warm Thursday, early evening, July 23rd, 7:39 Eastern Time. I'm going to make a few cards out of the Celebrate Sunflower stamp set. I am casing Elizabeth Rush. I saw this in, I think, a Pinterest. I'm not sure, but it was very interesting, and I am going to do swaps with this, and it kind of falls into place. I'm doing what's called a bingo swap, and it's very interesting because in the bingo swap I am choosing to do, under the I, use something new from the 2020-2021 annual catalog. That is for sure the Celebrate Sunflower stamp set, and I'm going to be using the In Color DSP. We have here Misty Moonlight. We have Just Jade. We have Bumblebee. We have Magenta Madness. I'm only going to use 4 of the colors, but the 5th color is Cinnamon Cider. These are beautiful colors, so I won't be using the Cinnamon Cider. So we'll be using those 4 colors. I also am casing, and that is Copy and Share, a card that inspired me. I'm going to use pearls or rhinestones on my creation. It will be rhinestones, and these are in the annual catalog. I have some old ones, but these are the newer package. I'm going to use my favorite stamp set, and that is Celebrate Sunflowers. And I'm going to use a designer series paper in the inside that is going to just tie in with sunflowers. I have to get it out here. That was the one thing I did not pull forward when I was doing. I'm in my Christmas box, the holiday box. I need to go to the right one. So in the Celebrate Sunflowers, I'm gonna, with these colors, with these designer series paper colors, I'm gonna put a small strip of paper on the inside to tie in with the colors. And these are really beautiful, pretties. But it will be a sunflower one, and I believe it's going to be this one on top. I didn't choose my paper for sure. I had my eyes on several pieces, but I didn't feel like all of them would be the right thing. So I'm going to put a small strip of this on the inside. It will not have the Magenta Madness in it, but it will have the other colors tied in. So, and that will be just a 3/8 inch by 5.5 inch will go along the side. So that's how I'm playing the bingo. And I can't wait I need to mail my cards out by next week. This is a really neat swap. So here we go. Let's get started. Where do we start? Okay, these are the cards I'm making. And out of these 4 pieces of cardstock, these 4 different colors, I get 4 combinations. I get 4 different combinations. So in order to start it, I had stamped my sunflower with the Stamparatus, and I did it on each piece of cardstock. And to show you just a tad bit about how that worked. This, let's see if we can do it the way it was. Okay, and then it's 4, I used 4 die cuts on all 4 of those colors after I stamped the sunflower on each color. Then I took my die cuts and I used 3 of the stitched rectangle, which are in the annual catalog, and I used the one that was this one. It sat here, and I used this one, and I used the smallest one in here. And if I move out of that camera sight, and then I used the smallest stitched shape square right here. So that was my die cuts, and I'm keeping them together with washi tape so I can lay them back down on more cardstock, because I need to make 10 cards, which I'm not going to do now. So I've cut out enough for 4 cards, and then I have an inside piece of cardstock that I placed, and I have, I believe, stamped them. If not, it will say, "Let's celebrate you." No, this is not inside. This goes on the front, and then we're going to layer the pieces on here. On the inside, I'm going to put that DSP, that little strip of DSP with no sentiment. So that's how we're doing that. So that is the use of the Stamparatus, and it'll come into play later, since I've already done it. So we have these pieces that I have already stamped with the "Let's Celebrate You." So they are 5 1/4 by 4, and I'll move this to the side. So the best thing to do this is to take your pieces, and you kind of decide what you want to use. So I did it this way. I kind of lined them up, the different colors, and this was how I figured out what to do, basically. It's like working with a puzzle. Lots of people like puzzles. I can't pick anything up with my fingernails. I had them done by someone else, a different nail salon yesterday, and I think they did the powder, and they're a little bit too thick. I think, I don't know. It's not as easy. I have never had trouble picking up before, but there's something about the way they did these. So here we go, and we're gonna go have at it right now. Okay, I'm gonna take the first piece. Let's start with this since it's the first. The Just Jade for the top of the sunflower. It's not a complicated card at all. I'm guesstimating they'll all have a little bit different look. But I'm satisfied that, and if I keep the, where did I put my die? If I keep my die in front of me, keep the dies, you have an idea of where, you have that idea of kind of how to space and eyeball it. So that's how I'm doing that. Just put a little in between. They don't match up perfectly. That was not the point in trying to match them. They'll come close. They'll have a little bit of continuity with the whole sunflower. That must have been a mistake stamp. You see that? I used the back side of cardstock. And I'm trying to keep the same spacing as possible, as I can, between, because that was what I determined to go ahead and go with. So I'll use all 4 colors, and we have that. That will be it. Yes, sirree. So this is 1 card. And like I said, since I've already cut these out, you didn't have to go through that work, but your die machine will take care of these. And then I'm going to mount on dimensionals. I think I have some dimensionals here that are at the end of their road. The last of the hurrah on this package, on this page. And since they're mailing, it's a good idea to try and bolster the center as well. And I tried the sides. So I'm still going to need a piece for the center. So I used all of my dimensionals there. So we'll start with that's how I feel like to do it. And then I'm going to use the Take Your Pick tool. Perfect little tool to pick up my paper backings. To reveal the tacky. Well, that might not come off as easy. Okay, there we go. Hope everyone's having a good day and evening. Our little doggy, I posted on my Facebook, our little doggy got very ill in the night and scared us a bit. She's been on a steroid for 5 days. It was on one a day for 3 days, and then 1 a day every other day for 3 days, and it caused her to have panting in the evening. That was a normal thing, but we're not sure. Apparently that has caused her to get a bacterial infection of some sort. So she was dehydrated, and they hydrated her this morning, gave her an antibiotic for us to give her. because we were preparing her to have some warts removed from her body and I think have her teeth cleaned. So the vet did a blood test on her last week to make sure that she would be safe for sedation, and her blood test was great, wonderful. So then this cropped up and this happened, and it really it looked terrible. And he said that also she had lost some weight, so this prednisone would give her an appetite, so that would be a plus as well. And it has. She's been really hungry. So we're not sure exactly what happened, but he indicates that she did have a bacterial. And I'm doing these in the sizes, the 3 different sizes in this corner, and this is kind of just what I wanted to do. And then I'll do the rest of them. Let's see, how did I do that? I did the rest of them in medium and small. So I haven't used rhinestones a lot lately, so this is a difference for me. So that's it. Once you have all your work done, I mean, you have your stamping and your cutting, then you've got just to put your little puzzle piece together. And that's kind of fun, really, I think. I like doing it. So let's get the glue back, the liquid adhesive. And I'm gonna see. I'll come down a little more here. Like I said, it's a puzzle, so however you feel like you want to do it is really up to you. But it'll only go a certain way to make the sunflower pattern. And ideally it should mesh out pretty good, but I don't know. It looks fine to me. I think it's beautiful. I think this young lady that had this idea, it was really a neat idea, and it's not hard to do. It's very uncomplicated. It's just like I said, put the puzzle together. So, and so that gives you out of you get 4 cards. Ooh. I probably had too much space there, maybe. Okay, so that's that. We'll do our rhinestones, and I will probably end the video so you don't have to watch all of this, but I'll let you know that Maggie's doing a lot better. She's really perky. She's hungry again. She didn't throw up anymore, and she didn't have any other issues, and she had no temperature or anything. So he said it was just one of those things, and she is. I'm going to put this here, and she is fine. So let's complete this, and oops, and I'll do these for you so you can see how I space. I used quite a few dimensionals. The strips, the foam adhesive strips, might be better to use to get more surface. I just really like to have enough support. And if you don't have it on the sides, it buckles, and especially if you're going to put it in the mail. And there's nothing worse than my nightmare that my cards are received in a poor state, either because the mail got carried away, or they got squished, or they got torn up. I mean, it's just now you see I put these black marks on here. I mean, I just draw a black marker down with a ruler, so I know that I've removed my backings. Don't have to think about it too much. Up here I guess I lost my mind because I was trying to remove it. Okay, here we go. And there again, it's not going to have anything else on it, no ribbon on it. I thought about putting the in color ribbon that would tie in, but then nope, I'm not gonna. That's it. All I'm gonna do is go back, and like I said to you guys, I'm going to take a strip of and I may just decide to do a backing off of this designer series paper. I must use the designer series paper because that's part of it. So I could always put just a strip like that, and so one of these will go on the inside to tie in. And then I will stamp on the envelope. I will stamp just this sunflower on the envelope. It won't be colored, it'll just be stamped. And my plan is to focus on stamping it with the center color of the card. So in this case, the envelope that I'll put this card in, I'll stamp the small sunflower with the magenta madness. That's just something that was in my head to do, and that's not it's not necessary, but I think it'll look nice and it'll tie in. So there you go, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to list some links below my my video, and that'll take you to my online store. I would love for you to go to Lindell's Card Escape on Facebook and like my page, share my page, or let others know about it. And I'm going to refer you as well to, I have a blog that I'm not as active in yet, but I plan to get active in, and that is Lindell's Card Escape .blog. And I also have a YouTube, which is Daydreamer Me, DAYDRMRMEE, and I plan to start uploading my videos to my YouTube channel, and I hope to get subscribers there. So if you can subscribe to my blog, that would be really nice. I'm just trying to get some exposure, and that's it. And have a good evening. Bye-bye.